Okay, with that, we finished the review of Rahul Likes to Talk, which is streaming on Amazon Prime, as you said. Now we're going to move on to another movie, and this movie is not in theaters; it's in select places yet. It has been doing rounds of festival, but it just recently it was Pakistan's entry to of course the Oscars, but also this movie was banned but while it was competing in the Oscars. Pakistan banned this movie inside the country because it is a story of a relationship between a husband of a married guy who's married to this woman, and his relationship with a transgender dancer. So I thought the movie was, we pre-screened it and we watched it, and I thought the movie was very, very, very to the point, and it made a point without being overtly dramatic about it. So, of course, the director, the filmmaker of this movie, it's his directorial debut, and this movie called Joyland is made by Pakistani filmmaker Saim Sadiq. And this movie is about a stifling patriarchal household in Lahore, and just the characters of that household, and um, how suffocated they are in the social structure that has been laid out for them, and how we cannot put a framework to people's desires and wants, and you can't play emotions by the rule. So this entire movie begins with an adult man with a sheet over his head. He's playing hide and seek with some young girls, and this man is called Haider, and the girls are his nieces. His sister-in-law Nuchi, by the way, played by Sarbat Gilani. We've interviewed her before. Nuchi is about to have a fourth child, and the family is hoping for a boy, but they don't get it. While Haider is at the hospital helping his brother and sister-in-law, he spies a striking woman, and who actually looks back to him with a little indifference, even though he's in Pakistan, but he really feels something for this woman, and he's hit by her beauty. And then Haider, then you show his life at home. He's a little effeminate. He stays in a very claustrophobic household and looks after cleaning and cooking. And his father is wheelchair bound, and his nieces and his wife Mumtaz is a makeup artist. But nothing in the family is reliable. They're in a wedding and a power goes out, and Mumtaz is fixing up the bride, and so she has to use a phone flashlight to finish the job. The butcher that the family has caught to slaughter a goat doesn't show up, so the father actually orders Haider to do it, and he hates the knife. So they start defining Haider's character very early in the movie. Then a friend offers him a job as a backup dancer for an erotic cabaret dance club, and he makes around 40,000 rupees a month, which is like less than $150,000 or so. But the best part is that he's backing up Biba, the transgender woman who he had fallen in love with in the hospital. So that's where the love affair starts, and it speaks of the transgender rights in Pakistan. They're advancing, but they're not there. The painful depiction of the entire emotional romantic entanglement between Biba and Haider is really the story of the movie. His wife Mumtaz is very independent minded, and as soon as he gets a job, she's told to leave her job, and she's told now you got to go get a boy into the family. So they wanted to get pregnant, but again, this entire societal norm of you know expectations, claustrophobic expectations of how you should be, how you should behave. It's really put together extremely well. As Haider, the protagonist Ali Junaid, is really amazing. I mean, I haven't seen a better actor do and do that effeminate thing this well. Rasti Farouk, who's plays Mumtaz, his wife. Again, she's shy, but she's independent-minded, and she hates that claustrophobia and the expectations of the family, because how is it her job to bear them a son? Stuff like that, and how she quietly questions it. Alina Khan as Biba, she is so good. She is so good. Her entire character makes your heart ache. So Joyland actually does, characterizations are just amazing. And as the movie progresses, the attraction between Haider and Biba, and how Haider's home life gets endangered because of this fatal attraction between them, and it's actually pretty striking. The entire movie is very well put together. It's very well written. The screenplay is just amazing. In Pakistan, transgenders are not even called. They're not even given a name. It's a third party. It's like the people with no name. So it's a very intimate story that that actually is about characters that judge each other, but the story never judges them. The story really is so open-minded about their characters. The story actually gives them the platform to speak to their characters, which actually is pretty interesting the way it's put together. Gender identity dates back to 16th century, and in Pakistan, uh, genders that conform to neither male or female are called Khwajasera. And I think these were highly respected. The transgender members were highly respected during the Mughal Empire, but they were criminalized by the British colonial rule. I don't know if you knew this about the subcontinent, but yes, they were very accepted in the society before the British colonial rule, and
They
they've been
still are,
shunned.
I think.
Yeah, yeah, it is
They
horrible. I
celebrate
mean,
it. Like on like every like big occasion, like the birth of someone, the marriage of someone, you always call them over and ask for their blessings. Like Indian culture is very inclusive on its own. But yeah, sorry.
sorry, all these little things that make, I mean, that redefine the culture. I don't get it. I mean, eh, South Asian culture was very inclusive before all of these happens. We were educated. But the colors, there's a South Asian tinge to it with colors, and the themes of gender and sexuality very nicely, subtly woven into this story, which will make you have a conversation around, why we judge people, why are there limitations on people's desires or people's likes and dislikes. They don't fall under the ambit of reason. Nobody's, I mean, the fact that you will not eat a vegetable that you don't like, but you want other people to conform to your preset thoughts about how they should live their lives, right? So I think the movie is called Joyland because Joyland is a theme park in Lahore, and the walls are so thick that they don't allow the neon lights to escape the walls. So Joyland is named after the fact that we have created these walls around people with preconceived notions of what they should be like, what should they eat, how should they conform. And those societal structures are very claustrophobic, and they don't allow people to be themselves. So I thought Joyland was just so amazing. It's something that you guys have to watch whenever you get a chance. But here we are, Daisy's live review of Joyland. I hope you enjoyed it. With that, we come to the end of today's show. We didn't have a lot of banter today, but guys, we have reviewed several other movies and shows on our website. Go check it out on daisies.live, which is our website. And if you want to talk to us, feel free to write to us on Twitter, YouTube, and on Instagram. Our Instagram is Daisy's Live Gram, our Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok are Daisy's Live. Feel free to write back to us, and we will always respond. We love having conversations with you, and we love getting feedback on how our reviews are doing, and we love getting your feedback on the content. With that, we got to say bye to you for this week. We'll see you next week. Take care. Bye.
Bye.